El chinito que le aló flito, bien flito de Puerto Rico. Mira qué bonito tiene la chinita en los ojitos, cuando me hace una guiñada yo me tengo que poner loquito. Yo me casaré contigo, el que le cantó, aunque yo te quiero mucho, nena linda de mi corazón. Si yo tuviera un palacio, ahí ni quitaría la leña, porque tú me tienes loco, china, con estos toritos lindos. Tú me tienes hechicero.
Hello, people. This is Dave speaking, and I'm recording this today live on the World Wide Web. Today is June 15th, 2016. You see me with the little blue wet damp towel. That means it's hot today. So, so if you bear with me for a few moments while I just give you a little tips on for you guys that like to cook, especially for the single guys, just like me. Y'all be wondering time and time again on Facebook that I be snapping shots of some of my wackiest cooking, right? Among them is particularly Chinese food. So you must be asking to me, and I know y'all be asking to me, Dave, you maniac, how do you do it? Well, for the first time, and finally, by popular demand, I will personally cook live on this video. So if you could bear with me, we're gonna start off with the ingredients. We'll start off with the basics because you gotta always start on the right foot. Okay? So let me zoom in on the camera for a moment. You're gonna see the ingredients that we have right here. Today we're gonna start off with good old-fashioned Cantonese style pork fried rice. Okay, these are the main ingredients. This is already pork meat that's coming out from the backside of the ribs of the pork. They the most tenderest, most delicious thing you'll ever gonna love. Believe me, guys. This is the one thing that sure hits the spot when it comes to frying rice. I already marinated. I cut them up into little pieces, and it's marinated to perfection. And it has a little kick to it because I put some chili peppers on it, so you could get that kick. You know, that the spiciness of the maw. It's marinated with soy sauce, teriyaki, garlic, salt, pepper. You know, all the right seasonings to go with this. Then right here we got the veggie section, right? The veggie section consists of celery, chopped white onions, fresh carrots, green onions. As you can see, there's a little green onion stuck right there, but there's some more in the back and underneath on the bottom. So this will help out bring out the seasoning on the white rice. I mean, on the fried rice. I'm sorry. So you know, it'll bring out the flavor of all the veggies, of all the good stuff, fresh, for sure. You know, and then we got on the side all the sauces that'll be included. You know, more importantly, right here, if I could point out, this is where you start off frying rice. This is great. It has a rich aroma. It is sesame oil. You have the sweet glaze. That's gonna be good for marinating the fried rice a little bit later on once it gets to its finishing touches. Of course, you got the soy sauce, and it's in Spanish. Salsa china. Oh, chinito quiere. Que bueno, bueno. Okay, my bad. Bad joke. My bad. And then we got this for marinating later on. This consists of green peas, green onions, and of course a few slices more of of sweet white onions. You could add whatever you want. You could add also. It's your option. I prefer doing it. Going back to basics. Like the simplest thing. Like if you want to add some shrimp to it, I've done shrimp fried rice, and I combine it with pork and chicken, whatever. And also, I've done a lot. I always like to do a lot of pizzazz with it. Add a little bacon bits to go along with the rice. And then, of course, main ingredient: white rice. Preferably, it would have to be refrigerated, cooked the day before, and right now it's already loosened. I loosened up the rice a little bit, so that's mainly it. You have the option of anything. You could be creative. Hey, I always like to create rice to give it a little pizzazz. If I want it spicy, I give it a little spice to it. If I want to add more meat or put some shrimps along with it, fine and dandy. Oh, just one other thing. The important thing that comes with the rice is always have the edible one. Eggs. Have 2 eggs. Scramble it up. Pre-cook it first before adding in the ingredients. I'm gonna explain that to you a little bit later on shortly once we start into the cooking process of adding in the ingredients, okay? So, chirp you later, guys. Bye. Hi, people. I'm back again. I give you welcome to part 2 of my cooking section, which right now, as we stated earlier on, we were going to cook a Cantonese pork fried rice. And I'm going to zoom the camera, and you're going to take notice I've added a couple of ingredients more, which I haven't mentioned on the previous part, okay? So, as you can see right now, I've added teriyaki glaze that's going to go along with the pork. It's going to be glazed after being cooked and fried. I've also added some sweet and sour, so along with it's gonna have that tasty and tanginess of the pork, along with the spiciness of the peppers. This is the peppers that I used for the pork. I'm gonna add an extra more to give it more kick to it, and of course, like I mentioned earlier, the edible ones, 3 grade A hen eggs. Anyway, enough with the clucking thing. Chew, chew. And we still have our other ingredients that we've explained on the prior part. So we're gonna continue on with the cooking process. Okay, so hang in there a bit while I'll grab all the utensils and I'll crack the eggs, batter them up real nice, and we're gonna proceed in cooking. Okay, so stay tuned. All right. Welcome back for part 3 on our cooking session. This is your brother from another mother, Dave, speaking. And as you can see right now, I cracked the eggs and they're on the tray with their yolks popping up. So we're gonna scramble them right away. I have a frying pan getting ready to get heat up. I'm gonna grease it up real nice so I could scramble the eggs and cook them for a while. So you'll see me in a short bit as soon as I scramble the eggs. And we're gonna raid in the fridge. And we see butter, butter, butter. Okay, margarine. Sorry. Oh, we got another one here. My bad. Yep, this one. So let's take this. We got the butter ready, all set up. I'm gonna leave it on medium heat. So we're gonna grab this teaspoon right here. Take out at least this much of margarine. Pour it on the fryer. Grease it up real nice while it's nice and hot. And that way everything will turn out real nice and dandy. Lower the heat a little bit so you won't burn the butter while it's still cooking. Then I use a trusty fork, so I'm gonna whisk these eggs right now. Whisk it up real nice till it's nice and yellowy, and try to avoid the sliminess of the egg whites because it'll definitely screw up on your cooking, so to speak. So we got this all set up. Now that the eggs are all scrambled up, we're gonna proceed and pouring it on the already greased up. You could higher up the heat a little bit more, so that way you could start proceeding to get this over with. There you go. Now keep in mind you gotta scramble it. You don't want to turn this into an omelet so quickly. You want to go right ahead and scramble it up. Some left and right, make sure. Hey, I'm not a lefty, so I'm gonna have to switch hands a little bit. So you want to scramble it up real nice. Don't overcook it, because if you overcook it, then it's gonna not come out too good, so to speak, in terms of it. But you want to have that rich buttery taste though. I would do it personally like that. I don't know how others would do it. They would rather use cooking oil or some shit like that. But hey, I'm the one that's cooking. I'm in charge of the motherfucker, so eat me if you don't like it. Anyway, here you go. You got the eggs all nice and fluffed up. Look how beautiful they look. See? Alright, so now we're going to get ourselves a little plate. Take out the eggs. Pour them right here. This is already good to go. We'll leave the pan as it is. Now the next step, what we're going to do is we're going to add the meat in there. So out goes the meat. Should I say out goes the meat? Better come out. Out goes the meat. Lower the temp a little bit. And we're gonna saute it a little bit. I know you got stuck to the plate and it molded in there, but anyway. We're gonna have to lower down the heat. We want the juices to flow, and make sure you get all the tenderness of the meat for a while. So actually, we're gonna pause for a moment for station identification, and we'll be back shortly. Welcome back to our cooking section already. This is your brother from another mother, Dave speaking. At this point in time, I've cooked already the pork that was already marinated prior to cooking, and now I've basted it with some teriyaki and some sweet and sour. So, guys, if you smell this thing is off the damn hook. So, therefore, my friends, start cooking your butts off, alright? So, we're gonna take this pan. We're going to set aside the scrambled eggs that we've cooked on our prior part. I'm going to set it side by side. So we go take it down on this side. But this is going to be another part of our cooking, okay? Stay tuned. I got plenty more for you. I'm gonna wash up this little mess right here, because remember I'm doing the camera solo, so I got one hand on the pan, one hand on the cam. So I'll be right back in a short while, and we'll. Back live with our cooking session as we are continuing to cook our Cantonese pork fried rice. As you can see right now, you could hear a sizzling going on from the big frying pan, which I usually cook my fried rice, and it is already seasoned for so many years of doing it. You can barely taste the soy sauce. I coated it up with sesame oil on the pan, and I'm waiting till it really sizzles a little bit more until it gets hot enough, so I could add in the veggies and the ingredients that we're going to continue on going to cook, so to speak, and fry everything up, from scratch. So we're gonna start right off. Like I told you earlier on, we got the veggies. The veggie section is gonna go right inside the little pot. You can see I told you that these are carrots, celery, sliced onions, and sliced onions and green onions, scallions or leeks, whatever you want to call them. We're gonna saute it for a while. Let them cook for a good while till the carrots get a little tender, so it could be good to cook. And when the onions get a little yellowish and it reaches peak to flavorness, it's gonna be a good experience for you guys. I guarantee you that it's gonna be real nice for you guys to get your lazy asses up. Do something real nice. I had that experience, I was a lazy sucker. I didn't want to do shit for nobody, and until one day I decided to say, hey, the hell with it. Let me cook for mom for a change. I'm taking care of my mom. She's 76 years old. And every single time when I take command of the kitchen, she enjoys me doing this. She could see that it's very therapeutic for me. And it is so, oh my goodness, look, if you could smell from here. If this camera only has like a device so that people could smell what I am experiencing, I guarantee you're gonna get off your butts and you're gonna start cooking, especially kids that are taking summer vacay, which I know they're hooked on on their PS3s or their Xboxes. They just want to get off their lazy butts and do something like this. Do something creative, guys. Don't just sit there and just play video games or get stuck on your devices and stuff like that. Do something creative for yourself, and you're gonna watch how nice it's gonna feel. And if you perfect this thing, you'll perfect anything. Believe me, I cook. I've been cooking since I was in my early teens, and my first experience was a burnt burger. Believe me, you don't want to have to go through the situation that I went through. I almost had chaos on the kitchen. But now that I have the wisdom, and thankfully I grew up to my full extent and potential, what I could do, anybody can do this. Believe me, anybody can. And right now, those veggies are getting to a point, I can smell the onions. Now the onions have already been cooked. All I gotta do is wait till the carrots get all nice and tender. Even though I usually leave it with a slight crunch to it, but it's pretty cool. Pretty cool. And now, immediately, I'm gonna set this on the side. That way I can make way to put the other ingredients, which are the eggs, and I'll put on the eggs. Bear with me for a minute. I'm gonna put them all in one swoop. Remember, I'm holding the camera at the same time, so like I said, bear with me. Put the whole entire mother in. So now that we got everything inside here, I want to drench the sauce as well. My bad. Back to the put this on the side. Bear with me, guys. I mean, like I said, I'm holding the camera. I'm a one-man gang, so I mean, I gotta switch hands as well. So here we have all this. We want to lower a little bit the heat, like I told you. Everything is already cooked, so you don't want to overcook it. You want to let out all the flavoring and all the richness of everything in there. You know, see how fabulous this thing is gonna come out, man. I cook Chinese rice. It's been like I didn't have a long extensive experience. I love Chinese food, as you can see. I love Chinese food a lot. I definitely do, and I've been eating Chinese food for the longest. To my misfortune, I never had the opportunity to get into a kitchen and ask these guys for the ingredients or some stuff like that, because they were too damn inside of the kitchen busy. So now you see all this coming into play. Look at all the flavor. Look at all the ingredients in there. You could tell I'm here enjoying this. Y'all guys got to be green with envy seeing me doing this, you know. I'm enjoying this kitchen as much as I do. Even though I'm busting a sweat here because it is hot. We're close to summer now, and it's a bitch and I have to deal with it, but hey, I enjoy it. So I hope you do too. So now that we got this done, bear with me if I'm making too much racket. I know got people be ringing their ears and saying, what the fuck is this? But nothing, guys. I mean, bear with me. Like I told you, I'm only doing this with one hand. I got this thing sauteing right now. So now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take the rice, I'm gonna start pouring it one scoop at a time until they reach to a point that I can manage and scooping it all in one swoop. I don't want to make a mess here because then my mom will kill me for this, you know. So I'm just pouring all this on little by little till it reaches to a point, like I said, once I get to a point that is almost empty, then I could go right ahead and swoop it all in there. There we go. There you have it. Now that we're done with that, keeping my eye on the camera. Then we're gonna dress it up a little drench more of this. A little bit, not too much. Keep in mind that I already pre-cooked it with it, and so we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna start mixing the ingredients up. You're gonna have yourself a nice little flavoring going on, you know. So you got the eggs. Now you see the eggs, you see the carrots, you see the onions, you see the scallions, you see all the veggies coming into life. You're gonna see that rice bouncing up and down like crazy, you know. So it's gonna be a real great experience, guys. To you, try it at home. Go ahead, try it at home. Do it. You know, just get your ass up and do it. You're gonna enjoy it. You're gonna have a great time. You're gonna want to invite your friends. You're gonna want to impress your girls or anybody that's a loved one, even your mom, your pop. Hey, it's ideal for Father's Day, guys. Father's Day is around the corner, so you might want to cook your old man something oriental. Maybe he'll love it, you know. It's pretty cool to do it. I'm going to pause briefly for station identification. It's like, and I'll be right back with the finishing touches of it. Once you see this, man, this is going to be like drama for your mama. We're back, ladies and gentlemen, with the final results of the pork fried rice. You know, everything is all done, the ingredients are set and all that, and I already just served my plate. I will be serving it later on. How did I do this? How did it look real nice? And you always ask me, well, this is the trick. You take this little glass plate right there, you use it as a mold, you serve the rice on top of it, You compress it a little bit, make it look like a nice little cone thing. Put it on, flip the plate on top as if you're gonna do a lid. You flip it, and there you have your results. You know, this is a fine piece of art that I've done. I don't want to be too braggart about it. I've known people that in the culinary art has years and years of experience, but for an amateur like me, I think I pulled it off pretty good. So my friends, my cousins, everybody that's watching me on the World Wide Web, if you have an affinity to cook, get your lazy butts in and grab a frying pan. If it doesn't come out the first time, I'm sure it's gonna come out the second time, and you'll improve on the long run. It happened to me. Believe me, I already had the experience of doing it over and over and over again. That on the long run, I already perfected it. I did it my way, so I hope you do it your way. Okay. So guys and gals. People from Facebook, YouTube, or everybody that's watching on the World Wide Web, may God bless. Have a wonderful day. And hey, start cooking. Later, guys. Bye now.
El chinito, dele, aló, frito, bien frito, de Puerto